Prince, faith it does me, though it discolours the complexion of my greatness to acknowledge it, doth it not show vilely in me to desire small beer? Poins, why a prince should not be so loosely studied as to remember so weak a composition. Prince, belike then my appetite was not princely got, for by my troth I do now remember the poor creature's small beer, but indeed these humble considerations make me out of love with my greatness. What a disgrace is it to me to remember thy name, Lord, to know thy face tomorrow, or to take note how many pair of silk stockings thou hast, viz., these and those that were thy peach-coloured ones, or to bear the inventory of thy shirts, as one for superfluity and another for use, but that the tennis-court keeper knows better than I, for it is a low ebb of linen with thee when thou keepest not racket there, as thou hast not done a great while, because the rest of thy low countries have made a shift to eat up thy Holland, and God knows whether those that bawl out of the ruins of thy linen shall inherit his kingdom. But the midwives say the children are not in the fault, whereupon the world increases, and kindreds are mightily strengthened. Poins, how ill it follows after you have laboured so hard you should talk so idly. Tell me how many good young princes would do so, their fathers being so sick as yours at this time is. Prince, shall I tell thee one thing, Poins? Poins, yes, faith, and let it be an excellent good thing. Prince, it shall serve among wits of no higher breeding than thine. Poins, go to, I stand the push of your one thing that you will tell. Prince, marry, I tell thee it is not meet that I should be sad. Now, my father is sick, albeit I could tell to thee, as to one it pleases me for fault of a better to call my friend, I could be sad, and sad indeed too. Poins, very hardly upon such a subject. Prince, by this hand thou thinkest me as far in the devil's book as thou and Falstaff for obduracy and persistency. Let the end try the man, but I tell thee my heart bleeds inwardly that my father is so sick, and keeping such vile company as thou art hath in reason taken from me all ostentation of sorrow. Poins, the reason. Prince, what wouldst thou think of me if I should weep? Poins, I would think thee a most princely hypocrite. Prince, it would be every man's thought, and thou art a blessed fellow to think as every man thinks. Never a man's thought in the world keeps the roadway better than thine. Every man would think me an hypocrite indeed, and what a kite's your most worshipful thought to think so. Poins, why, because you have been so lewd and so much engraft to Falstaff. Prince, and to thee. Poins, by this light I am well spoke on, I can hear it with mine own ears. The worst that they can say of me is that I am a second brother, and that I am a proper fellow of my hands, and those two things I confess I cannot help. By the mass, here comes Bardolph. Enter Bardolph and page. Prince, and the boy that I gave Falstaff, I had him from me. Christian, and look if the fat villain have not transformed him ape. Bardolph, God save your grace. Prince, and yours, most noble Bardolph. Poins, come, you virtuous ass, you bashful fool must you be. Blushing, wherefore blush you now? What a maidenly Man-at-arms. Are you become, is't such a matter to get a pottle pots? Maidenhead. Page, a calls me now my lord through a red lattice and one could discern no part of his face from the window. At last I spied his eyes, and methought he had made 2 holes in the alewife's new petticoat, and so peeped through. Prince, has not the boy profited? Bardolph, away you whoreson upright rabbit, away. Page, away you rascally Althea's dream, away. Prince, instruct us, boy, what dream, boy? Page, marry my lord, Althea dreamt she was delivered of a firebrand, and therefore I call him her dream. Prince, a crown's worth of good interpretation, there 'tis. Boys. Poins, oh that this blossom could be kept from cankers. Well, there is 6pence to preserve thee. Bardolph, and you do not make him be hanged among you, the gallows shall have wrong. Prince, and how doth thy master Bardolph? Bardolph, well my lord, he heard of your grace's coming to town. There's a letter for you. Poins, delivered with good respect, and how doth the Martelmas? Your master. Bardolph, in bodily health, sir. Poins, Mary, the immortal part needs a physician, but that moves not him, though that be sick it dies not. Prince, I do allow this well to be as familiar with me as my dog. And he holds his place, for look you how he writes. Poins, John Falstaff, knight, every man must know that as oft as he has occasion to name himself, even like those that are kin to the king, for they never prick their finger, but they say there's some of the king's blood spilt. How comes that? Says he that takes upon him not to conceive. The answer is as ready as a borrower's cap. I am the king's poor cousin. Sir. Prince, nay, they will be kin to us, or they will fetch it from Japhett, but the letter, Sir John Falstaff, knight, to the son of the king nearest his father, Harry Prince of Wales. Greeting. Poins, why this is a certificate. Prince, peace, I will imitate the honourable Romans in brevity. Poins, he sure means brevity and breath short-winded. Prince, I commend me to thee, I commend thee, and I leave thee, be not too familiar with Poins, for he misuses thy favours so much that he swears thou ought to marry his sister. Neld. Repent at idle times as thou mayst, and so farewell. Thine by yea and no, which is as much as to say as thou usest him, Jack Falstaff with my familiars, John with my brothers and sisters, and Sir John with all Europe. Poins, my lord, I'll steep this letter in sack and make him eat it. Prince, that's to make him eat 20 of his words, but do you use me thus, Ned? Must I marry your sister? Poins, God send the wench no worse fortune, but I never said so. Prince, well, thus we play the fools with the time, and the spirits of the wise sit in the clouds and mock us. Is your master here in London? Bardolph, yea, my lord. Prince, where sups he? Doth the old boar feed in the old Frank? Bardolph, at the old place, my lord, in Eastship. Prince, what company? Page, Ephesians, my lord, of the old church. Prince, sup any women with him? Page, none, my lord, but old Mistress Quickly and Mistress Dull. Tearsheet. Prince, what pagan may that be? Page, a proper gentlewoman, sir, and a kinswoman of my master's. Prince, even such kin as the parish heifers are to the town. Bull. Shall we steal upon them, Ned, at supper? Poins, I am your shadow, my lord, I'll follow you. Prince, sirrah, you boy, and Bardolph, no word to your master. That I am yet come to town, there's for your silence. Bardolph, I have no tongue, sir. Page, and for mine, sir, I will govern it. Prince, fare you well, go, exeunt Bardolph and page. This dull tear-sheet should be some road. Poins, I warrant you, as common as the way between St. Albans and London. Prince, how might we see Falstaff bestow himself tonight in his true colours and not ourselves be seen? Poins, put on 2 leathern jerkins and aprons and wait upon him at his table as drawers. Prince, from a guard to a bull, a heavy dissension, it was Jove's case, from a prince to apprentice, a low transformation, that shall be mine, for in everything the purpose must weigh with the folly. Follow me, Ned. Exeunt. Scene 3, Warkworth, before the castle. Enter Northumberland, Lady Northumberland, and Lady Percy. Northumberland, I pray thee, loving wife and gentle daughter, give even way unto my rough affairs. Put not you on the visage of the times, and be like them to Percy troublesome. Lady Northumberland, I have given over, I will speak no more. Do what you will, your wisdom be your guide. Northumberland, alas, sweet wife, my honour is at pawn, and but my going nothing can redeem it. Lady Percy, oh, yet for God's sake go not to these wars. The time was, father, that you broke your word, when you were more endeared to it than now. When your own Percy, when my heart's dear Harry, through many a northward look to see his father bring up his powers, but he did long in vain. Who then persuaded you to stay at home? There were 2 honours lost, yours and your son's. For yours the God of heaven brighten it. For his it stuck upon him as the sun in the grey vault of heaven, and by his light did all the chivalry of England move. To do brave acts, he was indeed the glass wherein the noble youth did dress themselves. He had no legs that practised not his gait, and speaking thick, which nature made his blemish, became the accents of the valiant. For those who could speak low and tardily would turn their own perfection to abuse, to seem like him, so that in speech, in gait, in diet, in affections of delight, in military rules, humours of blood, he was the mark and glass, copy and book, that fashioned others, and him, O wondrous him, O miracle of men, him did you leave, second to none, unseconded by you, to look upon the hideous god of war, in disadvantage to abide afield, where nothing but the sound of Hotspur's name did seem defensible, so you left him. Never, oh never, do his ghost the wrong, to hold your honour more precise and nice with others than with him, let them alone. The Marshal and the Archbishop are strong. Had my sweet Harry had but half their numbers, today might I, hanging on Hotspur's neck, have talked of Monmouth's grave. Northumberland, beshrew your heart. Fair daughter, you do draw my spirits from me, with new lamenting ancient oversights. But I must go and meet with danger there, or it will seek me in another place, and find me worse provided. Lady Northumberland, oh, fly to Scotland, till that the nobles and the armed commons have of their puissance made a little taste. Lady Percy, if they get ground and vantage of the king, then join you with them, like a rib of steel, to make strength stronger, but for all our loves, first let them try themselves, so did your son. He was so suffered, so came I a widow, and never shall have length of life enough to reign upon remembrance with mine eyes, that it may grow and sprout as high as heaven, for recordation to my noble husband. Northumberland, come, come, go in with me, tease with my mind, as with the tide swelled up unto his height, that makes a still stand, running neither way. Fain would I go to meet the Archbishop, but many thousand reasons hold me back. I will resolve for Scotland, there am I, till time and vantage crave my company. Exeunt. Scene 4, London, the Boar's Head Tavern in Eastcheap. Enter Francis and another drawer. Francis, what the devil hast thou brought there, Applejohns? Thou knowest Sir John cannot endure an Applejohn. Second drawer, mass, thou say'st true, the prince once set a dish of Applejohns before him, and told him there were 5 more. Sir John's, and putting off his hat, said, I will now take my leave of these 6 dry, round, old, withered knights. It angered him to the heart, but he hath forgot that. Francis, why then cover and set them down, and see if thou canst find out sneak's noise. Mistress Tearsheet would fain hear some music. Enter third drawer. Third drawer, dispatch, the room where they supped is too hot. They'll come in straight. Francis, sirrah, here will be the prince and Master Poins anon. And they will put on 2 of our jerkins and aprons, and Sir John must not know of it. Bardolph hath brought word. Third drawer, by the mass, here will be old Uds, it will be an excellent stratagem. Second drawer, I'll see if I can find out sneak. Exeunt second and third drawers. Enter hostess and Doll Tarshet. Hostess, I faith, sweetheart, methinks now you are in an excellent good temporality. Your pulsage beats as extraordinarily as heart would desire, and your colour, I warrant you, is as red as any rose. In good truth, la, but I faith you have drunk too much canaries, and that's a marvellous searching wine, and it perfumes as the blood ere one can say, what's this, how do you now? Doll, better than I was hem. Hostess, why that's well said, a good heart's worth gold. Lo, here comes Sir John. Enter Falstaff. Falstaff, when Arthur first in court empty the Jordan, and was a worthy king. Hello. Now, Mistress Doll. Hostess, sick of a calm, yea, good faith. Falstaff, so is all her sect, and they be once in a calm, they Lord sick. Doll, a pox damn you, you muddy rascal, is that all the comfort you give me? Falstaff, you make fat rascals, Mistress Doll. Doll, I make them, gluttony and diseases make them, I make them not. Falstaff, if the cook help to make the gluttony, you help to make the diseases. Doll, we catch of you, Doll, we catch of you. Grant that, my poor virtue, grant that. Doll, yea, joy, our chains and our jewels. Falstaff, your brooches, pearls and ouches, for to serve bravely is to come halting off, you know, to come off the breach with his pike bent bravely, and to surgery bravely, to venture upon the charged chambers bravely. Doll, hang yourself, you muddy conger, hang yourself. Hostess, by my troth, this is the old fashion, you two never meet. But you fall to some discord, you are both, I good truth, as rheumatic as 2 dry toasts, you cannot one bear with another's Confirmities, what the good year, one must bear, and that must be. You are the weaker vessel, as they say, the emptier vessel. Dal, can a weak empty vessel bear such a huge full hogshead? There's a whole merchant's venture of Bordeaux stuff in him. You have not seen a hulk better stuffed in the hold. Come, I'll be friends with thee, Jack. Thou art going to the wars, and whether I shall ever see thee again or no, there is nobody cares. Re-enter Francis. Francis, sir, ancient pistols below, and would speak with you. Dal, hang him, swaggering rascal, let him not come hither, it is the foul-mouthed rogue in England. Hostess, if he swagger, let him not come here, no, by my faith. One must live among my neighbours, I'll no swaggerers, I am in good name and fame with the very best. Shut the door, there comes no swaggerers here, I have not lived all this while to have swaggering now. Shut the door, I pray you. Falstaff, dost thou hear, hostess? Hostess, pray ye pacify yourself, Sir John, there comes no swaggerers here. Falstaff, dost thou hear, it is mine ancient hostess, tilly fally, Sir John, ne'er tell me, and your ancient swaggerer comes not in my doors. I was before Master Tissick the deputy t'other day, and as he said to me, 'twas no longer ago than Wednesday last. I, good faith, neighbour, quickly says he, Master Dumb, our minister, was by then, neighbour, quickly says he, receive those that are civil, for said he, you are in an ill name. Now, said so, I can tell whereupon, for says he, you are an honest woman and well thought on, therefore take heed what guests you receive. Receive, says he, no swaggering companions, there comes none here. You would bless you too. Here what he said, no, I'll no swaggerers. Falstaff, he's no swaggerer, hostess, a tame cheater, I faith. You may stroke him as gently as a puppy greyhound, he'll not swagger with a Barbary hen. If her feathers turn back in any show of resistance, call him up, drawer. Exit Francis. Hostess, cheater call you him, I will bar no honest man my house, nor no cheater, but I do not love swaggering, by my troth. I am the worse when one says swagger. Feel, masters, how I shake. Look you, I warrant you. Dal, so you do, hostess. Hostess, do I? Yea, in very truth do I, and tweer an aspen leaf I cannot abide swaggerers. Enter Pistol, Bardolph, and Page. Pistol, God save you, Sir John. Falstaff, welcome, ancient Pistol. Here, Pistol, I charge you with a cup of sack, do you discharge upon mine hostess? Pistol, I will discharge upon her, Sir John, with 2 bullets. Falstaff, she is pistol-proof, sir, you shall not hardly offend hers. Hostess, come, I'll drink no proofs nor no bullets, I'll drink no more than will do me good, for no man's pleasure I. Pistol, then to you, Mistress Dorothy, I will charge you. Dal, charge me, I scorn you, scurvy companion, what you poor base rascally cheating Lachlan and mate, away you mouldy rogue, away, I am meat for your master. Pistol, I know you, Mistress Dorothy. Dal, away you cut-purse rascal, you filthy bung, away by this wine I'll thrust my knife in your mouldy chaps, and you play the saucy cuttle with me, away you Bartolale rascal, you basket-hilt stale juggler, you, since when, I pray you, sir? Guards light with 2 points on your shoulder, much Pistol, God let me not live, but I will murder your rough for this. Falstaff, no more, Pistol, I would not have you go off here. Discharge yourself of our company, Pistol. Hostess, no, good Captain. Pistol, not here, sweet Captain. Dull Captain, thou abominable damned cheater, art thou not ashamed to be called Captain, and captains were of my mind they would truncheon you out, for taking their names upon you before you have earned them, you a captain, you slave, for what, for tearing a poor whore's rough in a bawdy house, he a captain, hang him. Rogue, he lives upon mouldy stewed prunes and dried cakes. Captain, God's light, these villains will make the word as odious as the word occupy, which was an excellent good word before it was ill sorted, therefore captains had need look taught. Bardolph, pray thee go down, good ancient. Falstaff, hark thee hither, Mistress Doll. Pistol, not I tell thee what Corporal Bardolph I could tear her, I'll be revenged of her. Page, pray thee go down. Pistol, I'll see her damned first, to Pluto's damned lake by this hand to infernal deep, with Erebus and tortures vile. Also hold hook and line, say I, down dogs, down faitors. Have we not iron here? Hostess, good Captain Peace'll be quiet, 'tis very late, I faith I beseech you now, aggravate your choler. Pistol, these be good humours indeed, shall pack horses and hollow pampered jades of Asia, which cannot go but 30 mile a day, compare with Caesars and with cannibals, and Troyant Greeks, nay rather damn them with King Cerberus, and let the welkin roar. Shall we fall foul for toys? Hostess, by my troth, Captain, these are very bitter words. Bardolph, begone, good ancient, this will grow to brawl. Anon. Pistol, die men like dogs, give crowns like pins, have we not ironed here? Hostess, oh my word, Captain, there's none such here. What the good year do you think I would deny her? For God's sake be quiet. Pistol, then feed and be fat, my fair Callipolis. Come, give some sack. See fortune me torment, sperato me contento. Fear we broadsides, no, let the fiend give fire. Give me some sack, and sweetheart, lie thou there. Laying down his sword. Come we to full points here, and our et ceteras nothings. Falstaff, Pistol, I would be quiet. Pistol, sweet knight, I kiss thy neef, what we have seen there. 7 stars. Dull, for God's sake thrust him downstairs, I cannot endure such a fustian rascal. Pistol, thrust him downstairs, know we not Galloway nags? Falstaff, quoit him down, Bardolph, like a shove groat. Shilling. Nay, and do nothing but speak nothing, shall be nothing. Here's Bardolph, come, get you downstairs. Pistol, what shall we have incision, shall we imbrue? Snatching up his sword. Then death rock me asleep, abridge my doleful days. Why then let grievous, ghastly, gaping wounds untwine the sisters 3, come, Atropos, I say. Hostess, here's goodly stuff toward. Falstaff, give me my rapier, boy. Dull, I pray thee, Jack, I pray thee, do not draw. Falstaff, get you downstairs. Drawing and driving Pistol out. Hostess, here's a goodly tumult, I'll forswear keeping house. Afford. I'll be in these turrets and frights, so murder I warrant. Now, alas, alas, put up your naked weapons, put up your naked weapons. Exeunt Pistol and Bardolph. Dull, I pray thee, Jack, be quiet, the rascal's gone. Ah, you whoreson, little valiant villain, you. Hostess, are you not hurt? Ith groin, methought a maid shrewd thrust at your belly. Re-enter Bardolph. Falstaff, have you turned him out of doors? Bardolph, yea, sir, the rascal's drunk, you have hurt him, sir. Shoulder. Falstaff, a rascal to brave me. Dull, ah, you sweet little rogue, you. Alas, poor ape, how thou sweat'st, come, let me wipe thy face. Come on, you whoreson. Chops, ah, rogue, I faith I love thee, thou art as valorous as Hector of Troy, worth 5 of Agamemnon, and 10 times better than the 9 worthies. Ah, villain. Falstaff, a rascally slave, I will toss the rogue in a blanket. Dull, do, and thou darst for thy heart, and thou dost, I'll canvas thee between a pair of sheets. Enter musicians. Page, the music is come, sir. Falstaff, let them play. Play, sirs, sit on my knee, Don. Rascal. Bragging slave, the rogue fled from me like quicksilver. Dull, I faith, and thou followedst him like a church. Thou whoreson, little tidy Bartholomew bore pig, when wilt thou leave fighting a days and foining a nights, and begin to patch up thine old body, for heavens? Enter behind Prince Henry and poins disguised as drawers. Falstaff, peace, good doll, do not speak like a death's head. Do not bid me remember mine end. Dull, sirrah, what humours the prince of? Falstaff, a good shallow young fellow, a would have made good pantler, a would ha chipped bread well. Dull, they say Poins has a good wit. Falstaff, he a good wit, hang him baboon, his wit's as thick as Tewkesbury mustard, there's no more conceit in him than is in a mallet. Dull, why does the prince love him so then? Falstaff, because their legs are both of a bigness, and plays at quoits well, and eats conger and fennel, and drinks off candles, ends for flapdragons, and rides the wild mare with the boys, and jumps upon joined stools, and swears with a good grace, and wears his boots very smooth, like unto the sign of the leg, and breeds no bait with telling of discreet stories, and such other gambles faculties has that show a weak mind and an able body, for the which the prince admits him, for the prince himself is such. Another, the weight of a hair will turn the scales between their avoirdupois. Prince, would not this knave of a wheel have his ears cut off? Poins, let's beat him before his whore. Prince, look where the withered elder hath not his pole clawed like a parrot. Poins, is it not strange that desire should so many years outlive performance? Falstaff, kiss me, doll. Prince, Saturn and Venus this year in conjunction, what says almanac to that? Poins, and look whether the fiery Trigon his man be not lisping to his master's old tables his notebook. Council keeper. Falstaff, thou dost give me flattering busses. Dull, by my troth, I kiss thee with a most constant heart. Falstaff, I am old, I am old. Dull, I love thee better than I love ere a scurvy young boy of them old. Falstaff, what stuff wilt have a kirtle of? I shall receive money Thursday, shalt have a cap tomorrow, a merry song come. Grows late, we'll to bed, thou'lt forget me when I am gone. Dull, by my troth, thou'lt set me a-weeping, and thou say'st so. Prove that ever I dress myself handsome till thy return. Well, hearken th end. Falstaff, some sack Francis. Prince and poins, anon, sir. Falstaff, ha, a bastard son of the king's, and art thou not? Poins, his brother. Prince, why, thou globe of sinful continents, what a life dost thou lead? Falstaff, a better than thou. I am a gentleman, thou art a drawer. Prince, very true, sir, and I come to draw you out by the ears. Hostess, oh, the Lord preserve thy grace, by my troth, welcome to London. Now the Lord bless that sweet face of thine, O Jesu. Lord, you come from Wales. Falstaff, thou whoreson mad compound of majesty by this light. Flesh and corrupt blood, thou art welcome. Leaning his band upon Dull. Dull, how, you fat fool, I scorn you. Poins, my lord, he will drive you out of your revenge and turn old to a merriment if you take not the heat. Prince, you whoreson candlemine, you, how vilely did you speak of me even now before this honest, virtuous, civil gentlewoman? Hostess, God's blessing of your good heart, and so she is, by my troth. Falstaff, didst thou hear me? Prince, yea, and you knew me, as you did when you ran away by Gadshill. You knew I was at your back and spoke it on purpose to try my patience. Falstaff, no, not so, I did not think thou wast within hearing. Prince, I shall drive you then to confess the wilful abuse, and then I know how to handle you. Falstaff, no abuse, Hal, oh mine honour, no abuse. Prince, not to dispraise me and call me pander and bread chipper and I know not what. Falstaff, no abuse, Hal. Poins, no abuse. Falstaff, no abuse, Ned, ith world, honest Ned, none. I dispraised him before the wicked, that the wicked might not fall in love with thee, in which doing I have done the part of a careful friend and a true subject, and thy father is to give me thanks for it. No abuse, Hal, none, Ned, none, no faith. Boys, none. Prince, see now whether pure fear and entire cowardice doth not make thee wrong this virtuous gentlewoman to close with us. Is she of the wicked? Is thine hostess here of the wicked, or is thy boy of the wicked, or honest Bardolph whose zeal burns in his nose of the wicked? Poins, answer, thou dead elm, answer. Falstaff, the fiend hath pricked down Bardolph irrecoverable, and his face is Lucifer's privy kitchen, where he doth nothing but roast maltworms. For the boy there is a good angel about him, but the devil outbids him too. Prince, for the women. Falstaff, for one of them she's in hell already and burns. Poor souls, for th other I owe her money, and whether she be damned for that I know not. Hostess, no, I warrant you. Falstaff, no, I think thou art not, I think thou art quit for that. Mary, there is another indictment upon thee for suffering flesh to be eaten in thy house contrary to the law, for the which one think thou wilt howl. Hostess, all victuallers do so. What's a joint of mutton or two in a whole Lent? Prince, you gentlewoman. Dull, what says your grace? Falstaff, his grace says that which his flesh rebels against. Hostess, who knocks so loud at door, look to th door there. Francis. Enter Peto. Prince Peto, how now, what news? Peto, the king your father is at Westminster, and there are 20 weak and wearied posts come from the north, and as I came along, I met and overtook a dozen captains, bareheaded, sweating, knocking at the taverns, and asking every one for Sir John Falstaff. Prince, by heaven poins, I feel me much to blame, so idly to profane the precious time, when tempest of commotion like the south, born with black vapour, doth begin to melt, and drop upon our bare unarmed heads. Give me my sword and cloak, Falstaff, good night. Exeunt Prince, poins peto and bardolph. Falstaff, now comes in the sweetest morsel of the night, and we must hence and leave it unpicked, more knocking at the door. Re-enter bardolph. How now, what's the matter? Bardolph, you must away to court, sir, presently. A dozen captains stay at door for you. Falstaff, pay the musicians, sirrah, farewell. Hostess, farewell, doll, you see my good wenches how men of merit are sought after, the undeserver may sleep when the man of action is called on. Farewell, good wenches, if I be not sent away post, I will see you again ere I go. Doll, I cannot speak, if my heart be not ready to burst. Well, sweet Jack, have a care of thyself. Falstaff, farewell, farewell. Exeunt Falstaff and bardolph. Hostess, well, fare thee well, I have known thee these 29 years come peace-guard time, but an honester and truer-hearted man, well, fare thee well. Bardolph, Mistress Tearsheet. Hostess, what's the matter? Bardolph, bid Mistress Tearsheet come to my master. Hostess, oh run dull, run, run, good, come, she comes blubbered, yea, will you come, doll? Exeunt. This electronic version of the complete works of William Shakespeare is copyright 1990-1993 BY World Library, INC, and is provided by Project GUTMBRG, ETXT, of Carnegie Mellon University. With permission, electronic and machine-readable copies may be. Chapter 501, distributed so long as such copies 1 are for your or others. Personal use only, and 2 are not distributed or used commercially. Prohibited commercial distribution includes by any service that charges for download time or for membership. Act 3, Scene I, Westminster, the Palace. Enter the King in his nightgown, with a page. King, go call the Earls of Surrey and of Warwick. But ere they come, bid them o'erread these letters, and well consider of them, make good speed. Exit page. How many thousands of my poorest subjects are at this hour asleep? O sleep, O gentle sleep. Nature's soft nurse, how have I frightened thee, that thou no more will weigh my eyelids down, and steep my senses in forgetfulness? Why rather sleep, least thou in smoky cribs, upon uneasy pallets stretching thee, and hushed with buzzing night flies to thy slumber, than in the perfumed chambers of the great, under the canopies of costly state, and lulled with sound of sweetest melody. O thou dull guard, why least thou with the in loathsome beds, and leav'st the kingly couch a watch-case or a common larimbel? Wilt thou upon the high and giddy mast seal up the shipboy's eyes and rock his brains, in cradle of the rude imperious surge, and in the visitation of the winds, who take the ruffian billows by the top, curling their monstrous heads and hanging them with deafing clamour in the slippery clouds, that with the hurly death itself awakes, Canst thou, O partial sleep, give thy repose to the wet sea boy in an hour so rude? And in the calmest and most stillest night, with all appliances and means to boot, deny it to a king, then happy low lie down. Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. Enter Warwick and Surrey. Warwick, many good morrows to your majesty. King, is it good morrow, lords? Warwick, 'tis 1 o'clock and past. King, why then, good morrow to you all, my lords. Have you read o'er the letters that I sent you? Warwick, we have, my liege. King, then you perceive the body of our kingdom. How foul it is, what rank diseases grow, and with what danger near the heart of it. Warwick, it is but as a body yet distempered, which to his former strength may be restored, with good advice and little medicine. My lord Northumberland will soon be cooled. King, O God, that one might read the book of fate, and see the revolution of the times, make mountains level and the continent, weary of solid firmness, melt itself into the sea, and other times to see the beachy girdle of the ocean, too wide for Neptune's hips, how chances mark, and changes fill the cup of alteration, with divers liquors. Oh, if this were seen, the happiest youth viewing his progress through, what perils past, what crosses to ensue, would shut the book and sit him down and die. 'Tis not 10 years gone since Richard and Northumberland, great friends, did feast together, and in 2 years after were they at wars. It is but 8 years since this Percy was the man nearest my soul, who like a brother toiled in my affairs, and laid his love and life under my foot. Yea, for my sake, even to the eyes of Richard, gave him defiance. But which of you was by you, cousin Neville, as I may remember, when Richard, with his eye brim full of tears, then checked and rated by Northumberland, did speak these words, now proved a prophecy? Northumberland, thou ladder by the which my cousin Bolingbroke ascends my throne, though then, God knows, I had no such intent, but that necessity so bode the state, that I and greatness were compelled to kiss. The time shall come, thus did he follow it, the time will come that foul sin, gathering head, shall break into corruption. So went on, foretelling this same time's condition, and the division of our amity. Warwick, there is a history in all men's lives, figuring the natures of the times deceased, the which observed a man may prophesy, with a near aim of the main chance of things, as yet not come to life, who in their seeds and weak beginning lie entreasured. Such things become the hatch and brood of time, and by the necessary form of this, King Richard might create a perfect guess. That great Northumberland, then false to him, would of that seed grow to a greater falseness, which should not find a ground to root upon, unless on you. King, are these things then necessities? Then let us meet them like necessities. And that same word even now cries out on us. They say the bishop and Northumberland are 50,000 strong. Warwick, it cannot be, my lord. Rumour doth double like the voice and echo. The numbers of the feared, please it your grace to go to bed, upon my soul, my lord. The powers that you already have sent forth shall bring this prize in very easily, to comfort you the more I have received a certain instance that Glendower is dead. Your majesty hath been this fortnight ill, and these unseasoned hours perforce must add unto your sickness. King, I will take your counsel, and were these inward wars once out of hand, we would, dear lords, unto the Holy Land, exeunt. Scene 2, Gloucestershire, before Justice Shallow's house. Enter Shallow and Silence meeting, mouldy, shadow, wart, feeble, bulcalf, and servants behind. Shallow, come on, come on, come on, give me your hand, sir. Give me your hand, sir, an early stirrer by the rood, and how doth my good cousin Silence? Silence, good morrow, good cousin Shallow. Shallow, and how doth my cousin your bedfellow, and your fairest daughter and mine, my goddaughter Ellen? Silence, alas, a black ousel, cousin Shallow. Shallow, by yea and no, sir, I dare say my cousin William is become a good scholar. He is at Oxford still, is he not? Silence, indeed, sir, to my cost. Shallow, a must then to the Inzo court shortly. I was once of Clement's Inn, where I think they will talk of mad Shallow. Yet Silence, you were called lusty Shallow then, cousin. Shallow, by the mass I was called anything, and I would have done anything indeed too, and roundly too. There was I and little John Doit of Staffordshire, and Black George Barnes, and Francis Pickbone, and Will Squell Cutzel man. You had not four such swingebucklers in all the inns of court again, and I may say to you we knew where the boner robers were, and had the best of them all at commandment. Then was Jack Falstaff, now Sir John Boys, and page to Thomas Mowbray, Duke of Norfolk. Silence, this Sir John, cousin, that comes hither anon about soldiers. Shallow, the same Sir John, the very same. I see him break Scargin's head at the court gate, when was a crack not thus high, and the very same day did I fight with one Sampson Stockfish, a fruiterer behind Gray's Inn. Jesu, Jesu, the mad days that I have spent, and to see how many of my old acquaintance are dead. Silence, we shall all follow, cousin. Shallow, certain 'tis certain, very sure, death as the psalmist saith is certain to all shall die. How a good yoke of bullocks at Stamford Fair. Silence, by my troth I was not there.